Alright, in this tutorial we're going to make our own scene. Now, if you don't know what a scene is, or you haven't been following along so far, scenes are when your game transitions from one place to another. So, like opening your menu, for instance, changes the scene. And playing a mini game would quite often change the scene. When I say mini game, I mean ones made with a script. Otherwise, the invented ones are still scene map. Anyway, so let's just jump into that. And the first thing we are going to do is make a new class and inherit from scene base. So we don't need the window stuff anymore. So we'll make a class. I'm going to call it my custom class. Actually, my custom scene. And it's going to inherit from scene base. Now, obviously, it being a class, we want to have def initialize. Actually, not really enough for this one. We don't need initialize for the scenes, really. Alright, so just end there. And, well, actually, it's up to you if you want to initialize or not, but you don't actually need it for scenes. Anyway, so what we have available to us right now is we are about to make a scene, and because it's inherited from scene base, it has all the base functionality of a scene. So we can use it as is, but it's not going to have anything in it. So if I was to access this scene right now, you'd see nothing but black everywhere on the screen, and it wouldn't look very pretty. Alright, so let's just get that functionality working for now, and then we'll come back to fixing up the scene later. So this is going to cover what we've already done on Windows. So if we go up here and go to window window menu command. If you can recall, these are the commands we need. Add original commands for your menu. Now what we're going to do is we are going to copy that, and we're going to go back down to our now named custom scene. I'm just going to go down here and paste it here. Alright, now we don't need this stuff, nor do we need the add formation command. I'm just keeping it here for the moment so I can copy it. Now I'm going to get rid of it. Add original command. Now this needs to be aliased, so let's do that. Alias dp3 my name. This is going to be a custom scene, so just cust scene. Windows menu command. Window menu command. Underscore add orig command. You can spell however you want, as long as it works. And then underscore blah. Now, being an alias, we do need the original name, so add original commands. Awesome. Now, again, depending on how high you, what position you want your option for the menu to be, if you allow the alias to go first, that means your option should come as the least priority, meaning yours would probably be the lowest. But if you have yours above, then it's kind of free for all in this sake. So where the alias go, where you call the original methods, up to you. In this case, I'm going to make a custom scene, and I don't really care where it is, so I'm just going to let it be the bottom. Alright, so add command. For this one, I'm just going to call it custom scene, and the symbol for it is just going to be cust scene. Alright, so I'm not actually making a proper script, so I'm really lax on my naming terms for this one. And is it going to be enabled? Sure, why not? Okay, so add command, we've done all that stuff. Now that we've done that, we need to go back into scene menu here and copy this. Yep, custom scene. Paste it there. Another end. We don't need that, so we can get rid of it. Now here. Command window dot set handler. Remember, it's this symbol here, so cutscene. cutscene, and the method we are going to use has not been made yet, so let's go make it. Def command custom scene. Yep. End. So method symbol, do that. Alright. Now we can get rid of this and alias it. And since our set handler is coming after command window, the instance variable for command window is being made, the original method call has to be before the set handler thing for this function at the moment. So alias again dp3 custom, no, just follow my earlier name, scene menu, and create command window, and just copy my old name, copy that, there we go. Now it does have to be before, so call original method, and I should grab that and put it there too. So yes, it looks all fancy and sparky and all that crappy stuff. Now in here, in your command custom scene, you're going to call scene manager dot call, and here is where you call your custom scene. Nope. All done. Now if I access the menu, I can access my custom scene. Okay, so let's do that to make sure it does actually work. Play it, new game, open my menu, custom scene, click it, uninitialized constant scene menu for scene manager. Okay. Alrighty then. A. No, don't click that. Yes. No. Play. Okay. Do it again. There we go. No errors, but it's just a black screen. So we are accessing the scene, but there's nothing in it. So let's put something in it. Alright, so we'll take a look at what scene base has and see what we can do with it. So we can make a start method, and we can make a post start and update. Now if you recall, update is called 60 times per second, so you do actually need to worry about that. Probably. It's really up to you. Depending on your scene, you either need an update method or you don't. And then terminate. Now terminate is the scene's way of a scene version of dispose. Now if you recall, I said dispose is something that you needed to worry about on RPG Maker VX, but not so much in VXA. So for the scenes in this case, terminate just means do this before you get rid of yourself, and that's pretty much what it does. So yeah, we'll just start with get the base stuff for now. Alright, so we don't need any of the stuff below here, that can all stay there. We can just get terminate, all this stuff. That's all we really need. And then we'll alias it and do stuff accordingly. Go up, paste it, and there we go. Now here's the thing, since we are inheriting from scene base and we are making our own custom class, alright, so no other scripter out there should be using my custom class unless I've told them to, or written the class for them to be inheriting stuff from it and using it. So when you're making your own custom class, you don't have to worry about aliasing at all. It's your own custom class, it's your stuff. You don't have to be careful and alias and make sure it's all friendly with everyone else because it's yours. No one else should be touching it. Alright, but still, as you can see from copying the scene base stuff over here, what happens is in start it creates the main viewport. Now if you don't know what a viewport is, that's if I was to have two viewports, I could have a split screen, one for one player, one for a second player. So create main viewports, kind of like put stuff on the screen in this position, around here, in this angle, and stuff like that. That's what a viewport is. I can't really go into more detail than that, other than to say that viewports, if you don't know what they are, just don't mess with them. Okay? So, in the start method here, it's going to create main viewport, but it does that in scene base, so just call super. So it will go into the scene base start and it will create the stuff. Alright, and in post start, that's also something that the scene base does, so just call super on that as well. So it will go into scene base and call that post start and do that stuff for you, so you don't have to worry about it in your own code. Scene changing, we don't have to worry about that. We can leave that to the scene base. Update, yep, we can do the super here again. Alright, update basic, we don't need that. We just want update. Pre-terminate, well, I can leave it empty or I can't. It doesn't really matter at the moment, because I'm not going to make an entire glorious scene in one tutorial. The idea right now is to make a scene and over the course of the next couple of tutorials make it flashy and awesome and stuff like that. Alright, and for terminate, well, this stuff already happens in scene base, so just call super in that as well. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to create a window, and we're just going to put a window in there. It might not have anything in it, but if you can see it, that means the scene's working. So we're going to create an instance variable, and the instance variable is going to be my window. Doesn't really have to be my window. I can just call it window if I wanted to, and it's going to equal to window message dot new. Yes. Alright, I don't know, does window message take parameters? Where is window message anyway? There's window somewhere. Let's just do window help for now. Window help's very easy. Alright, window help. Nope. Help. Now, window help is the stuff that's displayed when you hover over an item in your inventory or hover over a skill, and it displays the stuff on top saying this is what this does and stuff like that and crappy. That's what window help does. So window help takes in just a line number, and it's the default argument, so I don't have to worry about that. Alright, then we can get set text. So set text, if we play it now, it should work. Go down. Custom scene. We've got post start here. My window equals window help.new. Now, since you are making a window, I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but window is something you need to dispose yourself. The computer's not going to do it for you. So I need to copy that. Go over to terminate. Just after super, go my window.dispose, because window here, see all these windows inherit from window base, and see that inherits from window item list, and window item list inherits from window selectable, and window selectable here inherits from window base, and window base inherits from window. Now window is a hidden class here, so I don't know everything that happens inside a window, and you probably don't either. So what they've done is you get to dispose it yourself. So go my window.dispose, because you are still disposing the original window that's popping up. So my window.dispose will get rid of it. Alright, so that should do for now. We should be able to see a window pop up. Custom scene, and there we go. So as you can see, there's a help window there now. Alright, and actually, we'll play it again. New game. Go into custom scene. Now you press X to exit, and it doesn't exit. Alright, so we need to make it exit now. Now we'll see how everything else does it. And scene menu, when you go method return scene, here cancel, go to scene status. Actually, scene status, all it has is scene menu base and super. So where does cancel come in? Well, since I'm not really sure, I guess what I'll do is go up to update here, and I'll go return scene, and that's a method. If input.trigger B. I'll explain that in a second. I just want to see if that works. Scene B. Alright, beautiful. That works. Alright. Input.trigger B here. This is button pressing. So I can go input.trigger C, and that would be your Z key, spacebar, enter, stuff like that. Your input B is your X key and escape key, and I think there's another one, but I'm not sure what button that is. Just as well as X does your X button mapping, and Y and L and R and stuff. That's what input trigger does. So if I wanted to make it draw text, if I press the button, I can do that. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do that. Alright, what we're going to do here is we're going to go my window, which is, well, first of all, return scene is a method inside of scene base. So return scene here, scene manager.return. That's what return scene does, and because we're inheriting from scene base, that means this also gets that method. Alright, now since this my window here is from window help has a set text function method. So set text here, and you just pass in text into it. So what I think we can do is we'll do this. We'll go every time I press A, it will change text. Alright, so dot set text. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go if input dot trigger C, which is your Z key, your spacebar, and enter. Then we're going to set text. End. Now what we're going to do is up here in our start function, which is just going to create stuff, we're going to make another instance variable, and we're going to make it an array. So this array is going to be I'm going to call it my array. This is going to be an array of strings. So equals that. Alright, my array 0 is just going to equal texty. Alright, my array 1, 2, we'll just leave 4 for now. 1, 2, 3. This string is going to be, this is just text. This is text. RPG Maker. Oh, I need new words. Hi. Alright, what we're going to do is, here, we're going to go if input trigger C. We are going to put in an element from my array. Now, since it takes in a string, that means that it can take in an element array from this one, because these are strings. Okay, so for this section of it, we are not going to just pass in the array as is. We are going to use random. Now this is probably another new one to you, but it's quite simple. Alright, you have this function called rand. This is inbuilt, and you simply put in a number here, so something like 8 or 7 or 1000 if you wanted to. And what it does is it gives you a random number 0 to 999 if you put in 1000. Otherwise, if you put in 8, you get 0 to 7. That's what random does. It gives you a 0 value up to 1 below what you put in there. Okay, so that's what random does, and it gives you a random one every time you call it. And that won't work. That needs a question mark. Okay, so we have random here, and what we're going to do is we're going to put random in the array in this thing here. Random, and we're going to put in 4. Now, if you were paying attention before, if you put in 4, you get something from 0 to 3, one of those 4 numbers. And since our arrays only goes 0, 1, 2, and 3, if we put in a random 4, we'll get either 0, 1, 2, or 3. So that means that will work just fine. Alright, so if input trigger, let's see, then set text to a random one of these. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to click on play, go into our scene, press A, RPG Maker, press A again, not A, press Z, this is text, hi, this is text, hi, text, hi, RPG Maker, where's the other one? Texty, 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 texty. Okay, so that's all it is for now on our custom scene. We will do something a lot more awesome in the upcoming tutorials, but for now this is just how to make your own scene and how to make your own window. I still reckon the window message would have been better. There it is, I couldn't find it before. Alright, so next time I'll use that. That's all for now. That's pretty much it. If you manage to copy all that, then you are ready to go for the next tutorial, because in the next one I will be showing you how to put in bitmaps and sprites. Now, sprites, obviously sprites are just your pictures from your textures or whatever it is you want to call them, and you can input them into your own custom scenes if you want to. So that's what we're going to do in the next tutorial. So until then, stay safe.